Thank you, Rekha. Okay. So
sorry to interrupt, sir, but I had one small query to ask. So I needed to change my school with your team. My school. I'm now in Reliance. I've gotten admission over there now. So I need to change the school with them. I think it's registered as Ryan. That's why.
Oh, you want to change that in our database? For a moment, मैं डर गया था कि तुम Reliance को change करना है. So we'll do that. रेखा, ये note करना ईशान का.
सर.
ये बोल रहा है वो इसका जो स्कूल है उसमें रायन लिखा हुआ है, उसको रिलायंस फाउंडेशन स्कूल को ऊपर खेलने करना है.
ओके.
ईशान के फॉर्म में. हाँ
सर.
ठीक है. Thank you. So let's go down to question number 7. I give you some 45 seconds for this. Solve this. Simple problem. Question number 7 from your book. So there is a cube, symbol in form of a cube, and it means something. वो समझ लो क्या मतलब है. After that, they want to understand what is the symbol cube 36. What would be the value of that? Very good, correct. So this is more about understanding the code that they've given. Correct, Pari. Chinmay, Ishan, Samad. Okay, correct. Good. Thank you. Okay, Chinmay, got your answer. So, इससे ज़्यादा समय देना, giving more time to this problem.
1 minute. Can I get 1 minute, sir? I'll just try last minute.
अच्छा ठीक है, करो. And Chinmay, you be ready. I'll start with you. What is option C? Announce karo Ishan. Okay. Go ahead, Chinmay. Let's start. Chinmay. Defend your option. मुझे बताओ कैसे किए. Help me out.
I took out the factors of 36 and then counted means made pairs.
Let's do that. Give me those factors.
So 1, 2, 4.
4 a factor.
3 also.
3 also.
And 6. 12. 9. And 18. And 36.
And 36.
Yes.
Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. आपने ऑप्शन कौन सा पिक किया है?
C.
क्या है वहां पे वैल्यू?
8.
तो पहली चीज तो. दूसरा क्वेश्चन सही नहीं इंटरप्रेट किया तुमने चिन्ह. क्वेश्चन सेज question someone please read it out loudly.
That the symbol box represents the number of different pairs of positive integers whose products is x.
पेयर्स ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर चिन्मय जिनका प्रोडक्ट क्या आएगा. तो वन पेयर ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर जिसका ये प्रोडक्ट आएगा इज 1 into 36. सेकंड पेयर ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर could be 2 into 80. थर्ड could be 3. इधर से क्या किया मैंने 3 तो 12 36 4 into 9 6 into 6 है ना. इसके बाद देखोगे तो वापस वही रिपीट होना चालू हो जाएगा. So these are those pairs of positive integers in the product 36. Answer is 5.
Okay.
5 such pairs exist. I have question समझ में आ गया more than anything.
Yes, sir.
These are like कुछ code है जहाँ पे the examiner says whenever you see a box, cubic box in front of a number, this means pair of such positive numbers जिसका ये product है. So returning value is 5. ठीक है. चलो, let's do another problem guys. अभी थोड़ा सा ना एक big jump ले रहे हैं हम लोग. I want you to come down to question number 41. 41 पे आना है आप लोगों को. 41 ये होगा पेज नंबर 13 पे. Question number 41. Interesting problem. 30 seconds. Please solve. इतने easy questions आते हैं ऐसे. करो इसको. If x by 3 is equal to x square. Correct, Ishan. Absolutely right. Very good. Very good. Correct, Pari. That was quick by both of you. Good. Yes, Agarwal sahab sahi hai. Simran, shall we do this together? X by 3 equal to x square, then value of x can be which of the following? Answer is option D is correct. अब आप चारों का ये correct है. If you want me to solve any one of you, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll go ahead. मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा. Nobody's asked. Should I solve this? हो जाएगा पक्का. Okay, question number. एक और बड़ा jump लेते हैं. Come down to question number 1, 3, 13. 1, 3, 13. Page number 11 पे आओ. Real SAT problem. What is y in terms of a? 1, 3. अच्छा ये इसने ना पहले बैठ के तुमने ये सब सॉल्व कर दिया ना, यहाँ तक आ गई तुम. परी?
No, this was very easy to figure out because 4 और 2 दिया हुआ है.
अच्छा, very good. Correct. Ishan correct. Pari correct. हाँ, सही, correct. सही बोल रही. What she is saying is numerator में common factor है. तो उससे वो visually solve हो जाता है. You need not write anything. Yes, in my correct. Simar. I think actually.
Same method is fine.
नहीं तो आई थिंक इसमें ना मुझे कंडीशन इंपोज करनी चाहिए विदाउट पेन पेंसिल करना है. यहाँ देखो सिंपल 2 upon a minus 1 is equal to 4 by y. So what Pari says is ये 2 है, divide throughout by 2. y चाहिए in terms of a, ये आ गया y in terms of a. ऑप्शन ए है ना. मिस्टेक किया तुमने. देखो ये मेथड देखो. ठीक है, कैन यू गो अहेड. Question number 18. Again, 30 seconds. Question number 18, 1-8. Real SAT problem. Ishan correct. Pari correct. वहाँ पे टिक करो कौन सा yes correct Simar correct Chinmay correct ऐसा कम होता है कई बार इसका आंसर बच्चे ऑप्शन ए देते हैं for obvious reason because you know we are used to always answering for A and not for 1/8 इसलिए आंसर इसका ज्यादातर बच्चे 1/4 दे देते हैं but in this class you guys were alert enough you gave answer for 1/8 अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ I am going to a challenge problem so आपको मेरी स्क्रीन को देखना है अभी और ये मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ I want you to solve this problem can you see this question which is called SAT challenge problem 1 ये दिख रहा है क्या आप लोगों को please solve this
Yes.
you get 1 minute time answer privately and solve this class में Sima Chinmay Agarwal Ravi Kulkarni Shan Giri what is the above value equal to कौन से ऑप्शन से उसकी वैल्यू इक्वल होगी this is challenge problem 1 I think this is a Khan Academy level 4 problem हमने वो एक्सपोनेंट्स और पावर्स के रूल किए थे ईशान वी स्टिल हैव गॉट सम टाइम आप इसको करो बट इसके लिए क्रेडिट नहीं मिलेगा मुझे फर्स्ट टाइम में आंसर करेक्ट चाहिए चलो आंसर आ रहा है कुछ So I know Ishan has answered. Is there anybody else who has answered this?
Yes, sir.
Chinmay. परी आपने भी आंसर किया? नहीं.
No.
ठीक है चिन्मय मैं चेक करता हूँ. Simar. X 1/2 plus X 3/2 which of the following value is equal to above value? चलो मैं ये क्लोज कर रहा हूँ. So we do this together, Simar.
I sent you another one.
Who? Ishan.
Yeah, I sent you the another answer. Could you check that?
ठीक है, I will check that, but credit नहीं मिलेगा उसके लिए.
Yeah.
ये फेस वैसा ही रहेगा अभी. चलो, so let me check that. So ये आंसर क्या है? चिन्मय अग्रवाल ने ऑप्शन बी भेजा है, ईशान ने ऑप्शन बी भेजा है, एंड परी आपने कुछ ऑप्शन भेजा नहीं है ना?
No, I haven't sent it.
So सबसे पहले राइट जिसने भेजा है मैं बस उसी का देता हूँ यहाँ पे. And I've used your initials. SC, CA is Chinmay Agarwal, PK is Ari Kulkarni, and IKB is Ishan. So Chinmay Agarwal have got it right in this class. Answer is 6 1/2 plus 6 to the power 3/2 as 7 root 6. Now I want whose method should I look at? But I want to see your method. I want to know how did you start. मुझे help करते जाओ. मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ 6/1/2. आपने क्या किया? 6 divided. What was the first thing you did? Even Simar, you can add. तुमको चालू करना है. नहीं परी को ही करने दो. बोलो परी.
No, I'm not sure of the method.
Simar, क्या करना है?
1/2 को रूट ले सकता है
1/2 को रूट में लिखो. Okay. Root of 6 plus root of 6 cube. आगे.
सर फिर 6 क्यूब को एक्सपैंड करके देन 6 बार ले सकता है रूट 6 plus 6.
So what he's saying is 6 square into 6 to the power 1. So ये हो जाएगा root 6 plus 6 root 6. So root 6 common. So this becomes 1 plus 6, which is equal to 7 root 6. Okay, guys. We do one more such problem. Second challenge problem. Screen पे ही आएगा ये भी. Simar, can we go ahead? This is what we just did. एक मिनट रुको, आना चाहिए. कहाँ गया? ग्रिड इन प्रॉब्लम है. आपको इसका आंसर मुझे टाइप करके भेजना है. सेकेंड चैलेंज प्रॉब्लम और येलो प्रॉब्लम, whatever you may call it. What value of y satisfies the above equation? It's a grid-in problem, तो आपको समझ में आ जाना चाहिए. 4 कैरेक्टर से अगर यूज नहीं.
How much time is there for this, sir?
I think we should take some 45 seconds time. 45 seconds, 60 seconds.
No, sir, sorry, my answer, I found it was wrong beforehand itself. Before you wrote that, I found it.
ठीक है, चलो do it again and send it to me. Value of y. Hint is exponent rules में किया है हमने ये. लिखो कैसे करेंगे? क्या करेंगे? इसके अंदर just do it. अच्छा हाँ ठीक है, चलो go ahead, go ahead. Why are you going back? Space आगे चलो ना. ये फर्स्ट स्टेप है, ये सेकंड स्टेप है. अब इसको आगे लेके जाओ. इसका नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा? सिमर, तुम वो रूल भूल गए जो अभी किया हमने. यस ईशान. So generally I don't violate my rule, but मैंने क्योंकि तुमने तुरंत एडमिट किया था. And I think एक तो स्माइलिंग फेस बनता है तुम्हारा, तो एक देती. Yes guys, चिन्मय इतना समय परी, what's happening?
No, I got stuck.
तो ये रिमेम्बर मैंने आप लोगों को बोला था एक्सपोनेंट पे ना कम से कम एक प्रॉब्लम आता है. ये दोनों खान एकेडमी लेवल 4 प्रॉब्लम है एसएटी ट्रेनिंग के जो आप लोग कर रहे हो. एंड दे आर एसएटी लाइक प्रॉब्लम. आई कैन नॉट से कि एसएटी में वर्बेटिम आए थे वर्ड बाय वर्ड, बट समथिंग लाइक दिस कम्स ऑन एसएटी. दीस आर एसएटी लाइक. एंड दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. आपको अगर वो एक्सपोनेंट का रूल याद है, वेयर यू हैव डिफरेंट बेसिस and can you create similar parts and then can you compare y, तो फिर वो y का वैल्यू निकल जाएगा. चलो तो नहीं हो रहा है. आई एम गोइंग एट देम. मैं आपको मार्किंग दे रहा हूँ. ओके चिन्मय.
Sir, this stuck in between.
अब ये दोनों एक्सपोनेंट्स के प्रॉब्लम थे, अब इसको करते हैं. I want Ishan to solve this, or rather help me out. मैं एक मिनट क्वेश्चन लिखता हूँ. Let me write it down when I do my whiteboard. So this is, तुमने लिख लिया इससे बार इसको? क्वेश्चन को लिखा है? नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन जो बोर्ड पे स्क्रीन पे 4 1 by 5 plus 3 2 by 5 is equal to y 1 by 5, and you have to find value of y, right, Pari?
Sir, it was multiplied 4 into 3.
Oh, so sorry. 4 into this. Chalo, Ishan, please help me out.
So for I converted the 3 raised to the power 2 upon 5. I changed that into 3 raised to the power 2 into 1 upon 5. So then I could make it, then I could convert it into 4 raised to the power 1 upon 5 times 9 raised to the power 1 upon 5. I could make it that way.
So this is the step second. Third step में उसने ये किया, उसने एक साथ अपने को 2 स्टेप बताया. Now if you remember that rule,
Yeah.
x into y to the power a can be written as x to the power a into y to the power a. इसका यहाँ पे inverse सही होगा. So this is nothing but 4 into 9 to the power 1 by 5 is equal to y to the power 1 by 5. This is 36 to the power 1 by 5 is equal to y 1 by 5. Now if powers are same, I compare the bases. So y is nothing but 36. Chinmay?
Yes, I got.
ठीक है, बोलो परी.
Got it. I
So,
used another.
you do this, मतलब ये start important है. You got the start. आपने इसने क्या किया? इसने इसको इस तरह से नहीं लिख के, इसने ऐसे लिखा. Fifth root of 4 into ये यहाँ पे आ गया. Fifth root of 9.
Yes, I made the same mistake.
No, so that's what I'm saying. ये मिस्टेक है ना. तो ये हो जाएगा fifth root of 36. Sorry. आप लोग यहाँ रुक गए, ये तो यहाँ रुक गया था. I don't know भाई आपके साथ क्या हुआ. ठीक है, चिन्मय आप कहाँ रुक गए इसमें?
Sir, I did wrong.
So why am I stressing on this problem is because I can expect one problems on this exponent and radical, और वो जो 8 हमने रूल किए उसमें कोई एक डायरेक्ट रूल जैसे ये वाला रूल था इस पे बेस्ड है. चलो. Now next that I want you to solve it is from your book question number 30 30. No, this is the no, we are not doing 30. Wait, we do guys, we do 49. 49. 4 9 49. So you do get such problems also on your SAT paper. This is something similar to cube 6 wala. Cubic symbol 6. 6 nahi 36. Correct. And correct. So all of you have got this right. Since everybody have got this right, we are not discussing. We go to next problem, question 50. Uske baad wala. Ishan, you have a question here?
No, sir, I was just wondering, this is like logic based only, na?
Yes, this is like logic based.
Okay.
And similarly, question number 50. Let's solve that. Question number 50, take 45 seconds, less than a minute. How many students are in the class? Correct, Chinmay. Pari Kulkarni, correct. And Ishan correct and Simar correct. So answer is 23. So मैं इसको solve नहीं कर रहा हूँ since you guys have got this right. I go to no, I don't think I go to another problem now. I would go to some theory part, but before that, let me see. So फिर वो करें question number 30 क्योंकि आप लोगों ने बहुत fast solve किया है. So let's do that then. Question number 30, 30. अच्छा एक मिनट होल्ड सॉरी ये जो स्टेसी वाला क्वेश्चन था इसका आंसर कैसे निकाला ये बताओ. I want to know your methods. All of you got it right. So Simar, we start with you.
Stacy is 12th tallest, meaning there are 11 people who are taller than her, and 12th shortest, so 11 people are shorter than her. So 11, 11, 22, and
23. यही method है सबका?
Yes.
I drew some sort of like, I just drew lines and then I counted 12. I put that. I put Stacy as the 12th, like in a line from short to tall.
Okay. So short to tall. ऐसा कुछ किया 11 plus 11 12 और एक 11 plus 11 22 और एक Stacy 23.
And I had recently solved a problem like this in Reliance's admission test also, so I remember.
Okay. So I think that's all. I come down to some other part. Now we are not doing any more problems. As of now, I want to talk about the concept. So you have to concentrate on screen and don't refer book. Book is not required for time being. So like I said, we started. This is heart of algebra. ये जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं, this is heart of algebra, and heart of algebra is 33%. So 18-20 problems coming from heart of algebra. If you see inside of heart of algebra, then there is one topic which takes prominent place, and that topic is called linear relationships or linear functions or linear equations, जैसा हम उसको जानते हैं. So I want to understand from you, what do you understand first? Forget everything. मुझे कोई theoretical answers नहीं चाहिए. Whatever is your understanding, and if you have theoretical answer, give me theoretical answer. What do you mean by linear relationship or linear equation or linear function? When do you say that two quantities they are behaving linearly or they are linearly related? तो क्या होता है linear relationship? What do you mean by linear relationship or linear equation? Yeah, anyone? Yes, Ishan.
The degree of the equation would be 1.
The degree of the equation would be 1. ठीक है. I take this as an answer. और जैसा मैं हमेशा करता हूँ, आप लोगों को कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश करता हूँ, जो मैंने रैशनल इरैशनल में की. तो ये मुझे क्या बोल रहा है कि कोई इक्वेशन ले लो जिसकी डिग्री 1 है, तो वो जो इक्वेशन है वो लीनियर इक्वेशन होगा या लीनियर रिलेशनशिप को एक्सप्लेन कर रहा होगा, और इट वुड बी एक्सप्लेनिंग लीनियर फंक्शन, राइट Chinmay?
Yes.
That's what he says. So I am writing down an equation. So what he is saying is, let's say there are two variables, let's say x and y, and let's say y is equal to something like, ax plus c. Where degree of this equation is 1. So hence this is linear equation. But he is also not in. Okay. Is this also linear equation? Degree 1 है ना इस equation का? क्यों? Degree तो 1 है इस equation की. Degree 1 है कि नहीं ये बताओ. Degree 1 है क्या इसका?
Yes.
Degree मतलब highest power of that variable.
Now I understood the limitation to this.
नहीं तो ठीक है. So that was a good start. What I'm saying is that was a very good start, Ishan, where you said कि degree 1 होना चाहिए. So मैंने एक equation लिखा जिसका degree 1 है, because this is x to the power 1 by 2, and we know this is not linear equation, linear relationship, linear function. So आपके definition में क्या incomplete है? What else I should add so that I can get away of this anomaly?
The only exponent would be 1. The only exponents could be 1.
Okay. So I will not leave you, don't worry. So this is not linear. This is not linear equation. because the only exponent is not 1. There's an exponent which is 0. ये linear equation नहीं है क्या? ये है क्या linear equation?
Yes,
ये है
it is.
linear equation between x and y, where a and d are constants. A is coefficient of x, d is called as constant, x and y are variables. This is a linear equation, but going by your definition, the only exponent is not 1. There's also another exponent 0. तो क्या missing है हमारे understanding में? So, हाँ. Go
It should
ahead.
be a whole number.
हाँ, ये तो आप लोगों ने ना मुझे पकड़ रखा है. वैसे 0 whole number होता है. हाँ, अभी देखा था.
It would be if we put it as a whole number, then if you put even ax squared, then that would also
Let me
be
give you an example here. Let me give you a hint here. Think outside this equation. Another example. Why would you ऐसा क्या होता है इस इक्वेशन में कि इसको लीनियर इक्वेशन बोलते हैं? अच्छा, ये सब भूल जाओ. चलो थोड़ा फिलोसॉफिकल जाते हैं. फिलोसॉफी से आंसर नहीं. Forget this. When would you say, and ये सब नहीं पूछ रहा हूं मैं आपसे, when would you say that two quantities are behaving linearly? Price of onions and demand, petrol demand, price of petrol. या कब आप बोलोगे?
Equality sign.
But बेटे वो तो मतलब quadratic में भी होगा. They may not be linearly related. जैसे for example, अगर प्राइस किसी चीज का बढ़ेगा तो उसका डिमांड उससे ज्यादा कम हो सकता है. How do I put it? Equality signs and equal तो हैं. They are related. Equality sign क्या शो करता है? They are related in some fashion. Okay. But वो linearly कब होता है? जैसे for example, मैं एक और example, हाँ बोलो.
Sir, would it be like when it is when if you plot something like on a graph type में, it's straight. The line would be straight, right?
Yes. Bang on. Bang on. So I'm not going ahead जो मैं करने वाला था kilometers. Bang on. Very good. So when quantities are linearly related, अगर quantities linearly related होंगे, and if you plot them on a coordinate plane, if you look them on a graph, you will see that their rate of increase would be same. X का rate of increase और वो Y का rate of increase, अभी मैं बताऊंगा क्या मतलब होता है इसका. Which means when you plot them on a graph paper, you will always get a straight line. चलो, let me prove this. So what he means is, यही मैं ढूंढ रहा था बहुत देर से. So if things are linearly related, तो linear relationship वो relationship है when plotted on a graph paper you get straight line. Linear equation वो equation है when plotted on a graph paper you get straight line. Linear function वो function है which when plotted on a graph paper you should get a straight line. Which means ये जो blue line है, ये एक ऐसे function को show करता है across x and y, which when plotted you get a straight line. This could also look like this. रेड वाला भी लीनियर इक्वेशन, लीनियर फंक्शन है, लीनियर रिलेशनशिप है. ये बात और है कि ये शायद इनवर्स है. यू इंक्रीज वन द अदर डिक्रीजेस, बट इट इज डिक्रीजिंग लीनियरली.
I remembered it from our class 10 portions, pair of linear equations, and that it was always we used to draw straight only.
Yes. So any relationship, if it is exhibiting straight line to you when plotted, वो रिलेशनशिप लीनियर होगा. अब जो आपने बोला था परी वो इक्वल है, इक्वालिटी है, तो क्या होता है जैसे आपने क्वाड्रेटिक पढ़ा है, पैराबोला पढ़ा है क्या कभी?
Yep.
Yes.
तो पैराबोला अब आप जब x और y प्लॉट करोगे वो भी इक्वल होगा. इट वुड बी समथिंग लाइक y इज इक्वल टू लेट्स से x स्क्वायर. और जब इसको प्लॉट करोगे ना तो ये कुछ ऐसा आएगा. बट ये लीनियर नहीं, ये क्वाड्रेटिक है या पैराबोलिक है या एक्सपोनेंशियल है, whatever it is. But when I say linear relationship, guys, I mean that when you plot it on a graph paper, you should get a straight line. But that's it. तो अगर वो आपको straight line दिखाता है ऊपर जाता हुआ या नीचे आता हुआ, it is a linear relationship. For example, let's try and understand. अब मैं kilometers पे आ रहा हूँ. We all do Ola and Uber booking. So hypothetical example. Let's say we take kilometers and we take fares. And here I am taking that model. Let's say you know that Uber says that when I charge you fare for the kilometer travel, मैं आपके साथ linear relationship में work करता हूँ. What does this mean? तो वो आपको बोलता है Uber वाला कि fare charged will be equal to, अपना model share कर रहा है आपके साथ, वो आपको बोलता है will be equal to 10 times the kilometer travel plus 50. I'll tell you what this 50 is. जब हम ओला या उबर बुक करते हैं तो दे टेल अस कि आपने बुकिंग किया तो 50 रुपए लगे, अब कैंसिल करो, कुछ भी मत ट्रैवल करो, 50 रुपए तो आपको देने पड़ेंगे. And then number of kilometers you travel, your fare will be decided by that. So let's say if I don't travel anything, but I have booked, I still have to pay 50. But if I travel 1 kilometer, I pay 60. If I travel 2 kilometer, I will pay 70. If I travel 3 kilometer, I will pay 80, and so on. If I travel 10 kilometers, I'll pay 150. ये relationship linear क्यों है? क्योंकि every time I increase x by 1 unit,
10 kilometers get added.
10 rupees,
10 rupees,
dollars,
sorry.
y increases by, ये कुछ भी नहीं है, ये y है आपका, y axis.
And
ये
they would act as
x axis है, where x is an independent variable. कितना किलोमीटर ट्रैवल करना है ये एक इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल है. Whereas आपका फेयर क्या आएगा, ये एक डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल है. Dependent variable on what? On k. So every time I increase my independent variable by 1 unit,
the fare
my
will
dependent variable will always go up by 10 units. और ये फिक्स्ड है. इसको 1 यूनिट से बढ़ाओगे तो वो हमेशा 10 यूनिट से बढ़ेगा. This defines the linearity. तो जब मैं इसको प्लॉट करूंगा ना xy coordinate plane पे, I will see that I will always get a straight line. Because every time I increase x by 1 unit, y is increasing by 10 units only. Where my starting cost, sunk cost, starting investment, x equal to 0, y intercept बोलते हैं इसको, will be 50. So this is called as initial value. अब हाँ बोलो.
So, in the SAT papers, they would give it to us in imperial system, or right, or metric? I don't know.
No, so they can. That's a good question. We will do a chapter. I think 7th chapter, or maybe 6th. No, 6th to 5th, yeah, 7th chapter, where we'll talk about units, and you will see that on SAT paper, both system of units could be there. You are supposed to know some basic conversions, and some conversions they will tell you bracket में करके questions में वो आपको conversions देंगे. So क्या कोई एक system ही हमेशा follow करेंगे? Not necessarily. ठीक है?
Okay. Sorry to ask out of.
नहीं कोई problem नहीं है. Keep asking. So this is what I was saying. So you increase x by 1 unit, your y increases by 10 units. So what has happened? जब भी मैं independent variable को 1 unit से improve करूँगा, y 10 यूनिट से इंप्रूव होगा, या इंक्रीज या चेंज करूंगा ये 10 यूनिट से चेंज होगा, व्हाटएवर चेंज आएगा. दिस इज माय फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट. अब अगर मैंने इसको प्लॉट किया xy एक्सिस पे, xy प्लेन पे, लेट मी डू इट हियर. मैं रफली यहां पे प्लॉट करने की कोशिश करता हूं. लेट्स से दिस इज 0, लेट्स से दिस इज 50, 100, 150, 200. सो दिस इज 50, 100, 150, 200. यू विल सी माय ग्राफ वुड स्टार्ट समथिंग फ्रॉम हियर, एंड ये कितना आ रहा है 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer. So मेरा ग्राफ ना ये कुछ ऐसा जाएगा. My graph could be something like this, which will be a straight line. या आप जब plot करोगे, of course the scale is not matching right now, but it will start at this point. Okay, which is this. अब मैं इसको एक equation का form दे रहा हूँ. So I can always say, मैं यहाँ figure में लिखता हूँ. I'll write it here. Can I write it? हाँ, I can write it here. I can say there is something called as a dependent variable x. Then there's some constant which I call a. Then there is an independent variable x. ये y है, sorry, ये x. And then there is some constant I call it as. Any equation of this form, any relationship of this form, where if I increase x by 1 unit, y every time increases by a fixed unit, I will say ये straight line मिलेगा, और ये एक linear relationship. Where c is called your starting value. your initial value, sunk cost, fixed cost, कुछ भी मत करो तो भी 50 रुपए का भाड़ा तो लगेगा. Forget Uber, Ola. Put it to something else. Put it to a bakery where you're making cake. You know, so rent of that place, let's say 50 units, $50, and material that you use to make 1 unit of cake into number of cakes you make, irrespective of कितने भी cake बनाओ, rent तो 50 रुपए लगेगा, is equal to total cost.
Sir,
Yeah.
another one would be auto, the most well-known one, 21 rupees start.
हाँ, but अब transportation से बाहर निकलना है. ये तो मैंने transportation का तो दे दिया. You give me other better examples out of transportation where we can apply this. So that will be linear equation. ये linear relationship है. बोलो, ये समझ में आया क्या हमको? अब मेरा एक छोटा सा question.
Sir, maybe like day wise classes type thing. Admission fees is first 500 rupees, and then after that the number of days, that much rate is there. Maybe that much.
So what he's saying is this is their admission fees which is fixed. So ये आपको देना है, and this could be their per day fees into number of days you do is equal to total fees. Something like this. Yes, good enough. Good enough. So this is how linear relationships works. This linear relationship में now I want you to remember few things. और फिर हम कुछ questions पे जाएंगे जितना भी हमारे पास time बचा है, and I would want you to do them. So guys, linear relationship को आपको अगर पता हो, a linear equation एक कोई भी एक जो linear equation होगा अगर वो two variable में है, so you will see it is written like this: ax plus by plus c equal to 0. ये पता है क्या हमको? An equation in two variable. Okay. If I have to write it in the format, I can write this as by is equal to minus ax minus c, or y is equal to minus a by b into x minus c by b. Or I can say minus a by b ये सब constants हैं, तो मैं कुछ value ऐसे लिख देता हूँ, n into x plus minus c by b को कोई capital C से लिख देता हूँ. So equation of this form will be always a straight line or a linear equation. क्योंकि ये constant है ना, minus a upon b, minus c upon b, तो मैंने इसको replace कर दिया है capital C से. Capital C is equal to minus c upon b, m is equal to minus a by b. No problems, right? ये जो equation मैंने लिखा है, does it ring a bell? कुछ याद आता है क्या? किसका equation है ये? Y is equal to mx plus c.
What, sir? I didn't understand that.
This is a standard linear equation of what?
Sir, वो graph पे line मारते हैं.
Is it that line passes through origin?
So I will make a small correction for you. This is basically a standard equation for a straight line. अगर आपने नहीं पढ़ा है तो शायद coordinate geometry में आगे पढ़ोगे. If you have not studied till then, this is the standard equation for straight line. किसी भी straight line को represent करने के लिए ये standard equation होता है. Y is equal to mx plus c.
It is the general form of a linear.
It is the general form of a straight line. चिन्मय बोलो.
General form of straight line.
नहीं, ये समझ में आ गया ना, ये रिपीट करने नहीं बोल रहा था. बोलो in the sense, have you understood?
Yes.
Where y is dependent variable, x is independent variable, m और c पे मैं आता हूँ. तो अगर हम लीनियर इक्वेशन लिखना है तो मैं दो तरीके से लिख सकता हूँ. एक जो आपने स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म लिखा है ax plus by plus c equal to 0, or I can write it in this form. ये straight line का equation. This is equation for a straight line. Equation of straight line. This is equation of straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c. Total fare is equal to number of kilometers traveled into rate per kilometer plus the fixed cost.
Okay.
This is equation of straight line. जब आप x और y coordinate plane पे graph paper पे इसको plot करोगे, you will get a straight line. Now I'll spend some time. कितना समय बचा है? Oh, I only have 3 minutes. So guys, I don't have a lot of time. I may not be able to do problems, but I'll complete in 3 minutes this concept. So X is independent variable and Y is dependent variable. Coming down to C. This C kya hai? Let's focus on this. C is called as a constant. It is also called as Y intercept. It is also called as fixed value. इसके बहुत सारे नाम हैं. ये मैं आपके साथ ये ज्यादा डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ कि y intercept का क्या मतलब होता है. So if I have a coordinate plane, guys, okay, and let's say ये straight line मेरे पास है, तो ये straight line y axis को जहां पे काटेगी ना, this is C.
So it's pretty self-explanatory. It just where it intercepts the y-axis, it is y.
Here x is 0. है ना? क्या? जहां भी ये line y-axis को कट करेगा, वहां x 0 होता है. Put x equal to 0 here, y will be equal to C.
Yeah.
Correct. That is self-explanatory. So C is the fixed cost. Your starting value. When x is 0, तो इसका coordinate point क्या होगा? 0, C. Y is equal to C. Hence, it is called as y-intercept, line intersecting at y-intercept. If you have not traveled any kilometer on Uber, 0 kilometer पे 50 रुपए लगेंगे. Starting value. C, y-intercept. बोलो समझ में आ गया क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
M समझाने का समय नहीं है, but still I would want to take an attempt. M is called as slope of line. M is called as अलग-अलग नाम है, कभी आपने सुना होगा, tan theta. M is called as gradient. M is called as rise over run. ये अलग-अलग नाम है, अलग-अलग literature में. Basically, it means when you change x, how much will y change? So people say delta y upon delta x भी बोलते हैं. जब मैंने थोड़ा सा change किया x में, y कितने से, जब भी x 1 यूनिट से change होगा, आपको याद होगा ऊपर मैंने यहाँ 10 रुपए लिखा था. तो if you change by 1, y will change by 10. Had this been minus 10, if you change x by 1, inversely y will change by 10. How much will y change with respect to x 1 unit is given by what slope of line. So slope मतलब ये slope है line का. This is the slope tan theta. अगर ये theta है x axis के साथ, sorry, यहाँ एक ही बात, इसको theta मानिए. What is tan theta? Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. सही बोल रहा हूँ क्या मैं? Is this tan theta guys?
Yes.
अगर इसका मैं perpendicular बनाऊं, ये वाले points, तो perpendicular क्या होगा? Y और ये 0. तो perpendicular is change in y. मान लो ये y2 है, तो y2 minus y1, y1 is 0. ये perpendicular का distance है. ये x2 minus x1. So basically tan theta is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. कोई भी दो पॉइंट ले लो इस लाइन पे, change in x upon, sorry, change in y upon change in x is tan theta और m, slope of line. ये वाले concept को I will try and carry forward when we need in the next class. And we will do problems. उससे आगे chapter 1 के कुछ problems करेंगे and then we'll go to chapter 2. Chapter 2 is also based on the same concept. So we'll carry forward. Okay, guys? तो अगर आप मुझसे पूछोगे तो क्लास वर्क में क्वेश्चन 50 तक का हमने काम कर लिया है, up till question 50. तो वहां तक के आप सारे क्वेश्चंस करो and come with your doubts. 50 onwards and chapter 2 we do in next class. So I'm done for the day. Thank you. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया. I hope you have also learned few things. Yes, I'm open for your questions, and if you don't have questions, you can leave. Thank you. Yes, Ishan.
So Rini, for homework we have to finish till 50th question in classwork and
Yes.
anything in the homework part?
हाँ, so homework में you see, I think ज़्यादा problems नहीं, 8-10 problems हैं. The problems you think of the type we have done in class वो करो, नहीं तो next class के end तक सारा cover हो जाएगा.
Okay. And those challenging questions are the same ones which are in our textbook. Yeah, they are.
Yes, we have already done them. Yes, correct. अभी किया है.
And is there any sort of grid in thing which we have in our textbook or not? I'm not.
No, not in textbook, Ishan.